Hey guys. Okay. Y'all know me. I have a problem, health issues. And I've been in and out of the hospital with my health issues. So, I want to tell y'all a little bit about my hospital experience of being in the hospital and see what y'all think. And if y'all have ever been in the hospital, if you have the same problems that I've had or the same good experience that I have been in the hospital. I've had good experience being in the hospital. The nurses are 100% taking care of me. They're doing a 100% good job. The nurses. I loved every one of my nurses. Remembering their names is kind of hard, but I have good experience with the nurses taking really good care of me. So I'm good for that. Um, Experience with the bathrooms are clean, the rooms are clean, they make sure your bed is clean. Um, when they do take you like to wherever else in part of the hospital you have to go, like for tests or whatever, the custodians will come in here and clean up the room. Even if you're in the room, they'll come in here and they'll say, "Would you like your room clean? Yes or no?" If you say yes, they'll come in here and they sweep it, they mop it, they wipe everything down, make sure everything's clean, empty out the trash cans. Uh, at Clear Lake Regional, which is HCA hospital, this hospital, the nurses empty the trash cans sometimes too. They'll come in and the nurses will see the trash can full. They'll pull out the trash, put another trash bag, and take that and put it in another trash for the custodians to pick up, clean up, whatever. And that's what I like. That is something I do like. The nurses don't always depend on the custodians. The nurses will help the custodians out with, sorry, my head itch, with that as well as other things. They do change, now the custodians don't change the sheets on the bed. Nurses change sheets and blankets on the bed. I have asked once when a custodian came in here and she said, "Is there anything I can do for you?" And she asked her, "I need another blanket. I'm still cold." And she had walked out in the hallway and looked at the nurse and said, "She needs another blanket." The custodian knew exactly where the blanket was, but she told the nurse, and the custodian brought me the blanket and put it on the bed. And then the nurse came in here and made sure, it was perfect and it was good, and I didn't need nothing else. And I've also asked the custodian, I said, "I'd like some more ice, please." When she had asked, I said, "A blanket and some ice." So the nurse got the ice, but the custodian got the blanket, put it on the bed. Um, I like that. I love the custodians. I love the nurses. Everything is good. There is some problems I do have, and that is when you're on a Reno diet, you can't have no salt and no sugar. So they don't give you sugar and they don't give you salt. They do give you one pack of sugar to put in a coffee if you're gonna have coffee. I don't drink coffee. Okay, I don't drink coffee much. And bland food, from what my husband says, I eat bland, but I do put seasoning in my food. But I don't sit here and take, I'm gonna use this, the salt and upside down it and let it just drench all over my food. That's not me. I add a little bit of seasoning, not a gallon of seasoning. And I've always been that way. I've always added a little bit of seasoning and not gouge it in seasoning. I can't, I don't like sitting here and eating nothing but seasoning and not being able to taste the food. And you taste nothing but seasoning. That's not the way I am. That's the way my husband is. He says, "I want to taste seasoning." You taste more seasoning than you taste the food. And when you go, "How was it?" "Oh, it was good." "It's good just eating seasoning?" No, 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 no. You need to eat more than seasoning. So, a Reno diet, you don't have salt, you don't have sugar, but you can have certain foods. Now, having CKD, you cannot have dairy products. You can have milk if it's non-dairy. You can have cheese and other stuff that you're used to having dairy in if it's non-dairy. If it's not non-dairy, you cannot have it. Now, I love cheese, so I told myself today, since I don't have dialysis on Thursday, I was gonna look up some non-dairy products that I like, products that have dairy in it that I like, and see if I can find it for non-dairy and go get it and try it out. Get it, try it out, see if I like it. And that's what I want to do. So, and I was like, okay, I'll look some of it up when I'm in dialysis as well. Because there are things that I want. I love my cheese. And I do. I love cheese. I love eating cheese. And I like milk. And there is milk and there is non-dairy milk. And I've tried the non-dairy milk. And because you gotta have almond in it. And it's, I don't like almond milk. So milk is out of the question. So no milk for me. Maybe once in a while I might drink a glass of milk depending on the mood I'm in and if I really want it. And if I do decide I want a bowl of cereal, I will use regular milk and not almond milk. And the doctors is just gonna have to live with that. And that's like once in a blue moon. Have I done it in a while? No. Okay, so on that experience, this is a good hospital. HCA is a very good hospital. I like them. They're very, very full on charge. Um, they're right on top of everything 100%. There's past hospital visit, they were on top of everything, but since I'm able to do things for myself, get up, go to the bathroom, wipe my own butt, blow my own nose, wash my own face and my own body, it's good. Now, would I wanted to take a shower? Yes, I did. Did I get to take a shower? No. And because of my port, I can't get my port wet. This is my port, and I cannot get it wet because it'll get infected if I get it wet. So I don't like to get my things wet. They say, oh, don't get it wet, don't get it wet, don't get it wet. Now, if I had this right here to put over my port again, something to cover my port, then maybe I could take it off and let my port and maybe get wet. It won't ruin, but I don't really want it to get wet. I want it to be good. I'm happy with it. I'm loving it. I have to for the time being until I get my arm fixed. But other than that, everything's good. This hospital is great. I just want to get on here and talk about it. So if you've ever had bad experience with the hospital or good experience, let us know in the comments or let us know in a video or however, and we'll go from there. And until next time, I hope you guys have a blessed, wonderful day. I've had good experience in the hospital. I've had bad experience in the hospital. I do not like Methodist Hospital. That is one hospital I do not like. I did not like the way they treated me there. I did not like anything about that hospital. The rooms were a lot smaller than the room that I had at HCA. Because now, that hospital was pretty big. The bathrooms were big too. The other rooms were small. The bathrooms were small. But it's okay. But I had my own room, so I'm good with that. I don't mind sharing a room with anybody, but I also like having my own room because I have my own privacy. But I'd like sometimes, every once in a while, if you have a roommate, it's okay. But they want you to have your own room, own experience, and I love it. Till next time. Enjoy. Have a blessed, wonderful Wednesday. And see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.